Hello! Today we'll be talking about Tangrowth, who, starting in this generation, is the only evolution of Tangela who evolves when leveled up knowing ancient power. Tangrowth's previous PYC dates are June 5th, 1997, March 26th, 2000, January 15th, 2003, November 5th, 2005, August 26th, 2008, June 17th, 2011, April 7th, 2014, January 26th, 2017, November 17th, 2019, and September 7th, 2022. I most know Tangrowth as the attraction chief of Tangrowth's Swing Along in Poke Park V Pikachu's Adventure. I love how natural of an evolution of Tangela Tangrowth is. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Tangrowth, the Vine Pokemon, whose number is 0465. This is what it looks like. Its type is Grass, abilities, Chlorophyll or Leaf Guard. Regenerator is its hidden ability. Gender ratio is 50-50. Catch rate is 30 or 8.8%. Breeding is A group Grass. Hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 6'7" or 2 meters. Weight is 283.5 pounds or 128.6 kilograms. Base experience yield is 211 in Gen 4 and 187 in 5+. Leveling rate is medium fast. EV yield is 2 in defense. Shape is that. Footprint is that. Pokedex color is blue and base friendship is 70. Tangrowth is a grass-type Pokemon introduced in Gen 4. It evolves from Tangela when leveled up while knowing ancient power. Biology: Tangrowth is a large Pokemon with a black body wrapped in a large mass of blue vines. The vines are used to entangle foes and prey. A pair of saucer-like eyes peek out from beneath the tangled mess of vines. Its stubby black feet are tipped with red. Tangrowth has a pair of blue boneless arms that have 3 fingers. The arms are made of bundles of vines. These fingers are completely red on a female Tangrowth, while they have red tips on a male. Tangrowth is unfazed if one of its arms is broken off, as it will easily grow back. It hunts by disguising itself as a shrub, then grabbing prey with its vines. However, Tangrowth has been known to eat fruit as well. It can extend its arms as much as it wants. Predators like to eat Tangrowth's vines. When the climate is warm, its vine growth is accelerated to the point where not even its eyes can be seen. If its vines grow too large, Tangrowth shortens them by tearing bits of them off. Tangrowth is very rare in the wild, though it can be found in temperate grasslands. Evolution: Tangrowth evolves from Tangela, so Tangela, Tangrowth. Game data: Pokedex entries. In Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl, it ensnares prey by extending arms made of vines. Losing arms to predators does not trouble it. Platinum: its arms are made of plants that bind themselves to things. They grow back right away if cut. Heart Gold: when it remains still, it appears to be a large shrub. Unsuspecting prey that wander near get ensnared by its vines. Soul Silver: its vines grow so profusely that in the warm season you can't even see its eyes. In Gen 5, Black and White is Platinum's entry. Black 2 and White 2. Even if one of its arms is eaten, it's fine. The Pokemon regenerates quickly and will go right back to normal. In Gen 6, X is Diamond and Pearl's entry. Y is Soul Silver's entry. Omega Ruby is Diamond, Pearl, and X's entry. Alpha Sapphire is Soul Silver and Y's entry. In Gen 8, Sword, Tangrowth has 2 arms that it can extend as it pleases. Recent research has shown that these arms are, in fact, bundles of vines. Shield: vine growth is accelerated for Tangrowth living in warm climates. If the vines grow long, Tangrowth shortens them by tearing parts of them off. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, other Diamond and Pearl counterpart. Legends Arceus: straight with long vines, it resembles a shrub in appearance. It swings bundles of vines as though they were arms, wrapping them around prey to ensnare them. Game locations, side game locations, and events. Held items in Black 2 and White 2. It has the Citrus Berry as an in-game trade 100% of the time. Legends Arceus for normal has the Medicinal Leaf 40% of the time, Ball of Mud 15% of the time, and Grid Items by level. Alpha XP Candy M 100% of the time, Seed of Mastery 20% of the time, and Grid Items by level. I still don't know how the math works. Stats: base stats, HP and attack 100, defense 125, special attack 110, and special defense and speed 50 for a total of 535. Pokeathlon stats: type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, fighting, rock, ghost, steel, psychic, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to flying, poison, bug, fire, and ice, all for double. Immune to nothing, resistant to ground, water, grass, and electric, all for half. Learn set by leveling up in Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, because Tangela can learn Ancient power at 24 in this game. We'll start with 25. 28 knockoff, 32 Giga Drain, 36 Sleep Powder, 40 Slam, 44 Tickle, 48 Power Whip, 52 Ingrain, and 56 Grassy Terrain. For Legends Arceus, because it learns Ancient Power at 34, we'll start at 43 here. So at 43, it learns Sleep Powder, masters it at 54, and at 52, it learns Sludge Bomb and masters it at 64. By TM/TR, we're skipping. By breeding, we're skipping for both games. By tutoring and Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. In the Sword and Shield expansion pass, it can get Grassy Glide. It's a physical grass-type move. Its power is 70. Accuracy is 100%, and PB haha is 20. In Legends Arceus, it can get Aerial Ace, Bulldoze, Energy Ball, Giga Impact, Hyper Beam, Poison Jab, Rest, Rock Slide, Rock Smash, and Sludge Bomb. By prior evolutions, nothing. By transfer for another generation, 4 through 7, Aerial Ace. 4, Captivate, that doesn't work anymore. 6 and 7, Confide. 4 through 7, Constrict, that doesn't work anymore. 5 and 6, Cut. 4 through 7, Double Team. 4 through 6, Flash, that doesn't work anymore. 4 through 7, Frustration, that doesn't work anymore. 4, Headbutt. 4 through 7, Hidden Power, that doesn't work anymore. 6 and 7, Infestation. 4 through an event, it gets Morning Sun. 4, Mud Slap. 4 through 7, Natural Gift, Pain Split, Psych Up, and Return. Natural Gift and Return don't work anymore. 5 and 6, Rock Smash. 4 and 6, Secret Power, that doesn't work anymore. 4, 6, and 7, Shockwave. 5 and 6, Strength. 4 through 7, Swagger, Synthesis, and Toxic. 7, Wake Up Slap, that doesn't work anymore. And 4 through 7, Worry Seed and Ring Out. Ring Out doesn't work anymore. By transfer, only via prior evolution. 1, it gets Buy, that doesn't work anymore. 2, Curse. 1 and 3, Double Edge and Mimic. 1, Rage and Skull Bash. Rage doesn't work anymore. 2, Sweet Scent, and 1, Takedown. Side game data, you got all this. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Olmia, in the browser entry. It launches a poison powder to attack. Guardian Signs. It creates vines around itself that make Pokemon slowed. Got all this. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure, in the Pokepark bed entry. Tangrowth is the attraction chief of Tangrowth Swing Along, which you'll find in the garden at the Haunted Zone. Got all this. New Pokemon Snap in the Photodex entry. Tangrowth uses its vine arms to nimbly pluck fruit that's just out of reach. It can also extend its arms even farther to carry itself across long distances. Evolution data. Tangrowth evolves from Tangela when leveled up while knowing Ancient Power. Tangela cannot evolve into Tangrowth in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, as Tangrowth is not present in those games. So we've got Tangela, level up knowing Ancient Power, Tangrowth. Sprites here, so a lot darker blue. The male, the shorter red, and the longer red for the female. For the shiny, green, just like Tangela's was. That's fun. And seems to be a slightly different red. It has a lot, more red than this pink, I guess. Platinums, you got it sitting down, and it's, right, that's fun. Yep. In Gen 5, get the full back sprites. Gen 6, get the models. Not as intricately detailed as the sprites are. Pretty good adaptation otherwise. The hole also seems to be smaller. And again, I think this suffers from the same problem that Tangela has, where instead of it looking like just sort of a void, it just kind of becomes a flat surface for the eye area. Yeah. It's become kind of more orange? That's interesting. Yep. In Gen 7, not really much changes. In Gen 8, you get the models in this game, which are cut off. That's interesting. And a lot more detailed homes. You got these models. Animation. Tangrowth and Pokemon the series, Diamond and Pearl. Got all the Pokedex entries in Diamond and Pearl, episode 134, in Dawn's Pokedex. Tangrowth, the vine Pokemon. Tangrowth captures its prey by extending its arms, which are made of vines. In the manga, Tangrowth and Pokemon Adventures. Got all this, on the TCG. Trivia, until the release of Pokemon Platinum, the only way to obtain Tangrowth was to transfer a Tangela via Pal Park and evolve it. This was the only case in which a Gen 4 Pokemon was only obtainable through Pal Park. Origin, due to the mystery around Tangela's appearance under the vines. Tangrowth may be based on the swamp monster from the short story It by Theodore Sturgeon, which is ultimately revealed to have formed around a human skeleton. It may also be based on a green man a motif that is represented as a face surrounded by leaves and vines. This may also have inspired Tangrowth's shiny variant's green color. Its Pokédex entries state that its vines will bind and ensnare its surroundings. This may be a reference to thymotropism, a biological reaction plants have towards contact that encourages them to coil around objects they touch as they grow, allowing stability in their stems and branches. Name origin: Tangrowth may be a combination of tangle and growth. Mojumbo may be a combination of moja, shaggy, or unkempt, and jumbo. And other languages. External links. Let's move on. Now let's watch Tangrowth's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we're watching The Rise of Darkrai. In this film, all you really need to know is that we're in Alamos Town and a bunch of trainers are fighting Darkrai here.
Empoleon, use Ice Beam!
Tangrowth. I would say that is Tangrowth's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Tangrowth. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who are familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on that single image, and that's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. So this is Tangrowth and Badu by Blue Komodori. So you've got Tangrowth and a Badu. You got all these flowers. That's fun. It's like hanging out on here. It looks like it's, I'm assuming this is the Whalmer Pale. That's kind of fun. Yeah, very well done. Let's move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I simply don't have time. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Electivire. As always, this is my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.